Good morning, it's Tony Hayes from Paranormal Investigation UK. Today's date is the 6th of January 2022 and we're looking at case 325 today. I had a quick look at this earlier. This is the Chester investigation. I thought to do a review on this one because we come with this sort of capture. Not that common, but they're not relatively rare, but what I call a blink on. I'll just play this. This is on the 8th of March, and what we've found with this building is that the early ones, the last dozen or so, were February, where we seem to be having 2-3 events a day, and suddenly it'll just stop, and you get a bit of a period of what I call recycling. So certainly in the case when we took over this in May 2020, initially it would be active for 10 days, inactive for 3, active for 10 days, inactive for 3. It did that 3 or 4 times and then it changed its pattern of behaviour again. So I'm always looking for particular patterns within phenomena, but certainly what I have noticed is that it changes when it starts off again. It alters and changes, so we often see high numbers of it's like the later February ones. We had what I would call high-end pictures coming off walls, glass shattering, that thing, type of thing. Then suddenly it's moved into rapping, and then it's big bangs and thuds for a period, then it changes again. And I think we're going into the period of light anomalies, because this is what seems to have occurred. We've had the 3 days of inactivity, and is it back or is it not back again? We'll soon find out. I've got the volumes up. Peak is 100%. Let's see where this takes us. Oh, it's about to be beginning. That. Oh, a little bit of a wrap there as well. We'll have to use 2 different processes for this. One for the footage and the other for the audio. This is normal volume. There may be other events within the audio, but certainly it didn't alarm for the wrap. It alarmed because of this blink on. Oh, seems to be another sound then. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open Windows Movie Maker. This is what my preferred software for easy analysis of it's got all the tools on there you need, really. You can lighten it and you can slow it down and speed it up if need be. So on this one I'm just going to look at the user software for the this light anomaly. There. Okay. yeah. They are strange, these. We're used to dealing with light anomalies, which tend to be flashing past. Normally, insects, sometimes dust, but this bill in particular, we've had a number, probably around about 12 maybe, of what these are called blink on. The light flashes on, light flashes off. Quite strange. On the 27th of February, the investigation one we're currently working on, because we're now on the 8th of March here. Well, again, she came across a reflective on these blink-ons on the carpet area, which will come to that when we do the review of the full investigation. So what I'm actually going to do now with this one is slow it right down. Right, let's have a look at that. Oops. I really don't know what causes these. Because what you normally actually see with this, if, for example, if it's dust or an insect or something like that, some sort of anomaly, the infrared is what like tends to light it up. So, and you see streaking because it's travelling at speed, and because of the frame rate, you get a streaking effect, like a vapour trail. These are quite strange because you just simply see it blinks on there and just blinks up again. It's almost just a flash of light. Nothing's reflecting on the picture, which is glass. So what is it? What I can do is I can try and darken that. There. And we don't know what they are. If it's something that's revolving or moving, we would normally expect to see the trail behind it. It makes like a circular object look like a tube, and so on. If it's a flapping insect winged thing, it looks like a comb. I don't know. Really don't know. I'll say that anyway. It's highly likely that it may have a rational reason Okay, I'm going to save that anyway. And what we'll do now is I'm actually going to open it up in Mixcraft now. Let's see if there's any audio in there that may help us. Because you're always looking stuff to back up whatever your suggestion or opinion is. So for example, if we heard a sound a second or two before the anomaly, then that may be suggestive, but okay, I'm just going to unlink that, get rid of that. Right, it's a question of just turning it up, see if there's any sound there. I seem to hear a rap, so I'm going to bring the frequency analyzer up for that. Right, that's all good for go. There. Very low in volume. If we want for that second reflection, I'd call it a wrap. There's a third one coming into play. And a fourth one. Very low in volume. Need to record there. Whoops. What I can say is it's not what I would call rap. I'm actually going to call it noise tapping. Okay, I'll go back now and watch the rest of it. This is just background feedback you often get with when you turn the volumes up. It's always important, if you've got a piece of footage, got the light there, keep recording it, because that's how I came across on the unusual frequency of the rapping. You just get used to when you're dealing multiple different bits of footage. So generally on that one there's nothing unless if something else jumps out. So what we've got there in that piece of footage is two anomalies. One is obviously the light, which we're simply not sure of. I call them blink-ons. If it had just been passing, we'd have seen the the tube or vapour effect, and we didn't get that. It's just like light comes on, light comes off, which makes it unusual. So that undoubtedly needs to be recorded. And at the same time, we've listened through the audio and come across this unusual tapping sound. But the frequency is such that these are multiple reflections, and that's going to more likely to have a rational explanation, where the raps himself will just be that small one single chimney, 800 to 1000 hertz. So that's done and dusted for that one. Okay, see, that's movie 325, and I'll see you on 326.